won't know me by name, but she is expecting me. My car.
Oh, it's Inspector Crandall. Yes, she is expecting you. She's been ever so upset with the master not returning home last night. Please have a chair and I'll tell her you're here. Can I get you anything? A cup of tea?
Nothing, thank you. Miss,
Malloy, Lottie Malloy, and it's Mrs. I've been the Hollister's housekeeper for over 30 years.
Then perhaps you can tell me. Is it usual for Mr. Hollister to absent himself from home without warning?
Oh, no, sir. Never, sir. He was never one to give worry to folks. If he wasn't going to come home, he would say so. I only hope he hasn't had an accident.
Where was he going last night?
I'm sure I have no idea, sir. Never said a word to me, he didn't. He was still at home when I went to bed.
Then you live on the premises, Lottie?
Yes, sir. I have a bedroom just off the kitchen in the back.
And you didn't hear him go out?
No, sir. Or hear Mrs. Hollister come in either.
Mrs. Hollister was out last night?
Yes, sir. I thought you knew.
No, I had no idea. Of course, she may have said so when she ran to the police station and simply got left out of the report.
Yes, that's probably what happened, sir.
Is that, Mrs. Hollister?
Oh, no, sir. That is the first Mrs. Hollister. Master Edgar brought her here 24 years ago to Binwood Cottage as a bride. She died, poor soul, nearly 5 years ago, just after Miss Susan went off to America.
Miss Susan?
Master Edgar's only child.
Her daughter, I presume.
Yes, sir.
Why did she go to America?
Well, you see, sir, her mother, that is the first Mrs. Hollister, was an American, and she wanted Miss Susan to attend the same university she had before she married Master Edgar. Miss Susan only graduated last month. A terrible shame her dear mother wasn't here to see it. Of course, if she were here, she wouldn't have seen it because it happened over there.
Yes, of course. But you said last month, and she's not home yet?
No, sir, but I suppose she's expected fairly shortly.
Why do you suppose that, Lottie?
Because I heard them arguing about it at afternoon tea yesterday.
Arguing?
Well, perhaps I'm putting that a bit strongly, sir. Let's just say they were having a difference of opinion.
About what?
About Miss Susan living here after she returned to England. Miss Templeton, excuse me, I'm still not used to her being married to the master. Mrs. Hollister was quite put out when she learned that Master Edgar wanted a child from his first bride to be living under their roof. If you ask me...
Ask you what, Lottie?
Excuse me, sir. I think I hear the missus coming now.
Ah, Mrs. Hollister?
Yes?
I am Inspector Crandall of the Harrogate Police.
Inspector? I thought they'd simply send round a constable.
They weren't on an errand, but you see, your husband is a rather important man.
Or was.
Lottie!
Well, it's just not like the master to stay away like this, missus. I just know something awful's happened to him.
Nonsense. He's probably staying away for a joke.
A joke, you said?
Edgar is a terrible tease.
Then, why did you summon the police?
Yes, why?
Well, of course it might not be a joke.
Of course it's not.
Yet you say he is a terrible tease.
Yes, he is.
No, he isn't.
Is.
Isn't.
Really, Mrs. Malloy?
Come, which is it? Was he a tease or not?
He was.
Why did you say was?
Why did you say was?
I didn't.
Did so.
Did it?
Did.
Mrs. Malloy, please.
Well, he wasn't a tease.
Was it?
Is it?
You said wasn't.
Did it?
Did.
Oh, come now, which is it?
You mean which was it?
Which was what?
What?
What'd you say?
When?
Earlier.
Oh, then.
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad we finally cleared that up. I do so like to keep matters clear, don't you?
What?
Will there be anything else, missus?
No, Mrs. Malloy, you may go.
Excuse me, but I have a few questions for Mrs. Malloy.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Not you.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Do go on, Inspector.
Thank you. Let me see, where were we?
When?
A moment ago.
Well, I was standing on the stairs.
Not physically, conversationally.
I'm not sure.
Why don't we start over?
Splendid idea.
Yes, indeed.
Inspector, why don't you start?
Mrs. Malloy, I will give the orders if you don't mind. Inspector, why don't you start?
Thank you. Now, Mrs. Hollister, when did you first notice that your husband was missing?
Just before I phoned the police.
And when precisely was that?
Just after I noticed Edgar was missing.
Yes. That agrees with the police report precisely.
Well, after all, Inspector, I have too high.
Yes, I'm quite sure, yes. Now, Lottie, you say you did not hear your master go out?
No, sir, I did not.
But that doesn't mean he didn't go out.
No, of course it does.
I was just stating the facts, Mrs.
Yes, of course you were.
In any case, he must have gone out because he's not in.
You searched, of course, before ringing up the police station.
Oh yes, everywhere. Upstairs, downstairs, even the cellar.
Why do you say even the cellar, Mrs. Hollister?
There's something frightening about it, that's all. It's very dark, no windows or anything, all damp and cold and walled in with fieldstone, and all of those corks floating there like rows of staring eyes.
Corks?
My husband has quite an extensive wine storage area in the cellar. A large rack of shelves run from wall to wall, right beneath where we're sitting.
Might I see this cellar?
If you'd like. Would you mind if Lottie showed you the way? I don't like it down there.
As you prefer. Lottie?
It's this way, sir. Oh, perhaps it's Master Edgar.
Impossible! I mean, why would you ring him? Why would he come home?
Perhaps he can't come home. He might have had a motor accident.
Nonsense!
Why do you say nonsense, Mrs. Hollister?
Because he didn't have the car. I had the car.
Really? How odd.
What's odd about it?
If you have the car, and your husband is missing, how did he leave?
Yes, I hadn't thought of that. How did the master leave?
He might have gone on foot.
A man his age in the night air on foot.
It does seem unlikely, Mrs. Hollister.
Edgar was an unlikely person. Isn't anybody going to answer that?
You're closest.
Oh, really, Mrs. Malloy?
Oh, I'll get it. Hello? No, I'm sorry, it doesn't seem to be in. Will anyone else do? Just a visitor here. Would you like to speak with Mrs. Hollister? Oh, really? Why not? I see. I see. Yes, that's extremely interesting, Sir Charles. And just what exactly were the terms of the new will?
New will. New will.
Oh, he didn't. But I mean, isn't that a bit odd? I mean, calling you up in the middle of the night, and then, of course, I understand from his wife that he was a bit of a tease, and oh, I see. Yes, thank you awfully. Oh, yes, I realize that the solicitor shouldn't reveal intimate details about his client, but don't worry about it, Sir Charles. I'm an inspector of the police, so everything you blurted out will be held in the strictest of confidence. Yes, I don't want anybody, I promise. Ta-ta.
What did he say?
Well, your master rang him up last night and said...
Inspector! You just gave your word to keep that call in confidence. How can you deceive Sir Charles this way?
No, I never deceived Sir Charles, Mrs. Hollister. But you see, I can't be certain that was Sir Charles. The caller may have been an imposter.
I think that's perfectly rotten of you. The caller believed you when you said you were a policeman.
Of course, I am a policeman.
Oh, this is madness. Madness!
Never mind her, Inspector. What did Sir Charles say?
Yes. Well, your master apparently rang him up last night and said he was going to change his will.
Aha, and in whose favor?
Well, Sir Charles, of course, had no idea. So the old will stands as is. But Edgar Hollister did have an appointment with Sir Charles this morning, and when he did not keep it, Sir Charles actually rang up here to find out why. By the way, Mrs. Hollister, Sir Charles said that your husband is not a bit of a tease.
If that was Sir Charles.
Oh, yes, that's true enough.
And even if it were he, his opinion is no more than just that. After all, a husband is far more likely to be a tease to his wife than to his family solicitor.
I hate to admit it, but that makes a lot of sense, Inspector.
Yes, I'm afraid it does, Lottie. Well, back to the business at hand. Will you kindly point me the way to the cellar?
Certainly, Inspector. It's this way.
I see that you're a bit of a tease yourself, Lottie.
Can't be all spit and polish every single moment, I always say.
When have you ever said that? You've never said that in your life.
That's all you know.
Now, ladies. Oh, we have a caller.
Maybe it's the master.
Nonsense!
Why do you say that, Mrs. Hollister?
Edgar had a key. There'd be no need for him to ring the bell.
I hate to admit it, but that makes a lot of sense, Inspector.
Didn't you just say that?
It's a handy phrase. Can't I use it more than once?
investigation?
Oh yes, Inspector, they did. They said you were here on a routine missing persons case.
My husband is not a routine missing person.
Oh, beg your pardon, Mum, that's not what the expression means.
Never mind that, Constable. The point is I'm here, so you needn't be
Oh, but that's where you're wrong, Inspector.
What?
An inspector of police?
wrong.
Right?
Make up your mind, young man.
Yes, Constable, explain yourself.
Well, you see, sir, you are here on account of a party that has been lost, while I am here on account of a party that has been found.
Found?
Found who?
Found Edgar?
Sorry, no. But I do believe we have found your missing cat! This is your cat, is it not, Mum?
Well, I cannot be certain. Cats do tend to look much alike.
The name and address were hanging from the collar. Of course, animal tags can be forged.
Well, just let me see. Oh my, yes, that is my cat. What happened to it? Motor car?
Oh, rather more than that, I'm afraid. We reason to believe that this animal had with foul play.
Oh no!
How so?
Well, a routine inspection of the cat suggests that just before it perished, it had been drinking cocoa.
Well, what's so interesting about that?
Yes, lots of cats like cocoa.
Yes, but the cocoa had been adulterated with a large dollop of potassium cyanide.
What?
You mean?
Murder!
It would appear so.
But that's ridiculous!
Constable, are you quite sure?
Yes, who would want to murder a cat? It's a very deep cellar.
Surely, Constable, even if it were a murder, the removal of the cat is hardly a capital crime.
Well, yes, but just a bit mysterious coming on the heels of your husband's disappearance.
I'm afraid I don't follow you.
Well, for example, when you saw him last night, did she say anything about having cocoa?
No, of course not, and he would have mentioned it. Edgar and I had no secrets from one another.
Wait! Cocoa, did you say? Why, when I got up this morning, there was still a pan of cocoa on the stove.
Mrs. Malloy, how dare you say such a thing? You are discharged!
After more than 30 years.
No, right this instant!
Here now, Mrs. Hollister, aren't you being a bit harsh?
I don't care. I want her out of this house. Out, do you hear?
In just a moment, I do have to ask her a question. Mrs. Malloy, what did you do with the cocoa on the stove?
Why, I poured it down the sink, washed the pan, and put it away.
Why, how efficient of you, Mrs. Malloy. Consider yourself rehired.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Hollister.
There's no use in looking for cyanide in a washed-up pan, I guess.
No, I'm afraid not. Well, if you won't be needing me, I'll be off.
Matter of fact, I could use a hand, Constable. I have to run over to Sir Charles Rumley's office and check on the bequests of Edgar Hollister's will.
Oh, must you? I mean, what's the point? It's not as though Edgar were dead or anything. He's only mysteriously absent.
That's true enough. But still, I better know what's what in case he does turn up dead. Could save a lot of time later on.
Oh, well, whatever you think best, Inspector.
While I'm gone, Constable, would you be so kind as to investigate the cellar, in case Edgar Hollister is lying about the place?
But there is a cellar. Why would he lie about it?
I don't mean lying about it, I mean lying about it.
Well, whichever he's doing, I'll just tumble on down and find out.
And I want to interrogate Sir Charles.
And I'll just be in the kitchen to see about some luncheon.
And I shall be in my room with a beastly headache. Cheerio!
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 Zero!
Mind the steps, they're slippery. Constable,
Hello!
wouldn't you like some breakfast?
What time is it?
It's nearly noon. You must be absolutely ravenous.
If I do be right, I am.
Well, why don't you start on up? I should have it ready by the time you get here, unless you slide back.
Right now, I'll watch my step.
Now, who in the world could that be? Miss Susan! Heaven be praised, it's really you!
Lottie, Lottie, it's so good to be home again. Barry, this is Lottie, about whom I told you so much during a delightful hanging on the wall. Handsome woman, don't you think? People say I take after her. Pity she couldn't be here to meet you, but of course that's rather difficult since we buried her 5 years ago. My father built this sideboard with his own hands. He was always mucking about with carpentry of some sort. He used to enjoy making all sorts of things with hidden panels and secret drawers. There's my bell! Oh, I say, there's an awful draft in here. Oh, of course we've left the front door wide open. Barry, will you be there? Thank you. But homecomings are so utterly delicious, aren't they? Where's Father?
Oh, Miss Susan, I hardly know how to begin. Your father's vanished.
What's that you say there, lady?
Lottie,
Lottie.
Miss Susan's father has vanished.
Vanished? But how terribly inconvenient. I was so looking forward to showing him my diploma, and now all my effort hardly seems worth it. What's the point of studying if no one's around to care?
Darling, I care.
Yes, I dare say you do, but that's the function of a fiancé after all, so it scarcely counts.
Miss Susan, fiancé, did you say?
Yes, Mr. Draper and I became officially engaged just 3 miles off Liverpool on the afterdeck of our steamship last night. Barry was frightfully romantic, Lottie. I wish you'd been there to hear.
Probably wouldn't have said my piece if there was a witness there, honey.
No, that's probably right, so perhaps it's just as well Lottie wasn't there, my dearest darling. Ah, but we're deviating from the principal topic. Vanished, you say, Father?
So it would seem, Miss Susan. We certainly have been unable to find him.
Ah! Oh, Father! Father, you had us all so terribly worried, but now you're here and all's well again. I simply have to introduce you to Barry, my fiancé, who was a charming American I met on the boat ride home.
Miss Susan, that's not your father. That's Abel Howard, a member of the Harrogate Constabulary, who's been searching for your father.
What? Really? Awfully sorry, but you do bear my father a rather striking resemblance. Can you ever forgive me?
No trouble at all. After all, you've been gone 5 years.
That's true, and I do have such a dreadful memory for faces, don't I, Barry? Why, Barry, is something the matter?
Susan, darling, would you mind letting go of the, constable?
Oh, dreadfully sorry. I hope I haven't offended you, Constable.
Not at all. These things happen.
I say, Lottie, do you suppose Miss Templeton knows where Father is at? Last I heard from him, she and he were getting on just splendidly, and it occurs to me that perhaps they might have gone off for a holiday.
Oh, my dear, then you don't know. Of course you don't. You were on the boat when it happened.
When what happened, lady?
Lottie.
Lottie?
When what happened?
Oh, Miss Susan, I hardly know how to begin. Your father's remarried.
What?
When?
Just 2 days ago, Friday morning it was.
What? The very day he vanished.
The very day. Married that morning, vanished that night.
Well, with or without the former Miss Templeton.
Without.
I mean, he simply can't be gone on his honeymoon, not without his bride.
No. Unless he's the forgetful type. I say, does forgetfulness run in your family, Miss?
I don't remember. But I say, Lottie, my father had only met this Miss Templeton when he wrote me last 2 weeks ago. Wasn't this marriage a bit sudden?
A bit too sudden, if you ask me, miss.
I just did ask you.
Here, now, what's this?
Oh, that's just a secret drawer.
Father had them all over the place.
And what have we here? Any of you recognize this?
Why, that looks like Father's old target shooting pistol.
Yes, and recently fired, too, if I don't miss my guess. I wonder now.
What could it be, officer?
Constable.
Constable.
But when I look at the back of these cartridges, there have been 3 shots fired.
3?
Shots?
Fired.
Does that strike anyone as a bit of a coincidence?
You mean a missing man?
A hidden pistol.
And 3 shots fired from it.
No, not particularly.
Yes, well, perhaps I will just take it down to the police station and have them dust it for fingerprints.
But it's bound to have fingerprints. Father practiced all the time.
Right. But I think what the constable here means is fingerprints belonging to somebody other than your father.
But nobody ever handled that pistol besides the master. Nobody.
Right. But if someone did, it could mean.
Oh, Barry, hold me!
Still, if someone did fire this, I wonder why no one heard any shots.
Oh, I heard shots.
What?
What?
When?
Friday night, just after Miss Temple
Lottie, if you heard shots, why didn't you tell anyone?
I didn't know it was important. Is it?
Well, not necessarily, but every little clue helps. How many shots did you hear?
3. Exactly 3. No more, no less.
Well, it had to be so short. It was after Mrs. Hollister returned home.
The driveway curves around the front of the house past my bedroom window. The headlights flash in my room something fierce.
Could you give us the exact time, Lottie?
It's just 6 minutes past noon.
Lottie, I think he means the time Friday night after this new Mrs. Hollister came home.
I can tell you that. It was just going on 9 o'clock. You must be Susan.
You must be Mavis.
This is Barry Draper.
I'm Susan's fiance.
Have you met Constable Howard?
We've had that pleasure, yes. I would say I expected someone older, near a father's age.
I expected a younger girl, the way you looked in your photographs. In any case, Susan, welcome home.
Thank you, Mavis. I may call you Mavis, mayn't I?
Oh, yes, you simply must. I do think stepmother has such an unpleasant sound to it, don't you?
Oh, yes, decidedly. Do you know, darling? She's rather charming. I had expected not to like her.
Not like me, my darling? How ridiculous!
Well, I should get this down to the station and have a check on prints.
Oh, well, here, let me put that in a bag for you, Constable.
No! Dash it all down, blast, you've touched it.
Why, oughtn't I to have?
No, you see, now you've got your fingerprints on it.
I don't understand why shouldn't they be?
No, yes, of course, well, you see, this was a weapon used to, well, of course, we don't know that there's been foul play, but, well, what's done is done. Let's take it down in case ballistics wants to check the shells, get it wrong.
Oh, I'm awfully sorry, Constable.
Oh, don't be, Mavis. You couldn't have known. But I say, wouldn't it be funny if there had been foul play and you'd done it, and there'd be no way of telling your involvement because of touching the pistol just now?
Yes. My best a little fucked out back. You'll excuse me?
Yes, certainly. Oh, by the way, Constable, did you happen to find anything in the cellar?
There was something a bit odd, nothing that smacks of the criminal. You see, there's a new wine rack that stretches from that area over there to that. Completely walls off the cellar beneath this room. And I tried to get a peek behind it. Nail up tighter than a drum. Now, you wouldn't happen to know what's behind it, would you, Mom?
Sorry, no, I wouldn't. But perhaps Susan would know? After all, she has lived most of her life here.
The front area of the cellar, you say? Nothing to my knowledge. It was always dark down there. The wall seeped much water damage after a heavy rain, so Father simply sealed it off years and years ago.
That certainly could explain it, Constable.
Yes, it certainly could. Well, I'm off.
Well, now, let's all sit down and get to know one another, shall we? Lottie, what do you say to some lunch?
Yes, Mrs. Hollister.
Come, you must tell me all about yourself. I dare say, I should show some concern over who's about to marry into our family.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm just a handsome young American millionaire who fell in love with your beautiful stepdaughter one moonlit night, despite the fact that I know next to nothing about her, or her family, or her background, or really anything at all, but I'll just be playing hornswoggle if this pretty little gal didn't throw me for a loop the moment she batted them pretty little eyes my way.
Millionaire. Oh, would you please get that, Susan?
Certainly, Mavis.
Oh.
You, British folks sure know how to make a Yankee feel welcome. I thought you'd be all cold and reserved.
Oh, my. What a thing to say, Mr. Draper.
Oh, please, call me Barry.
Only if you'll call me Mavis. Why, Inspector Crandall, don't tell me you're hard at work on a Sunday.
Crime knows no calendar, Mrs. Hollister. Well, whom do we have here?
I'm Susan Hollister, just back from America by steamship, during which voyage I met and became engaged to Barry Draper, the young man you see on the sofa.
Inspector? Miss Draper? Oh, thank you. Miss Hollister,
I say, what can an inspector of the police be wanting of us?
you don't know about your father?
No, that! Yes. But I thought Constable Howard was coming in the case.
Hardly. Constable Howard merely came here to return a missing cat.
Are you so sure about that? He's on his way to ballistics now with a hidden target pistol he found in a secret drawer.
Target pistol?
In the sideboard.
But a secret
have a drink?
Oh, all right.
Whiskey and soda?
That'd be most kind of you. Now let me see. Where was I?
On duty.
Ah, yes. Mrs. Hollister, I saw Sir Charles yesterday afternoon in regards to your husband's telephone call to him the night before.
Sir Charles Bromley? For the solicitor? We say solicitor when we mean lawyer.
Why?
Why not?
Answer to your question, Miss Hollister, yes.
Which question?
When I said Sir Charles, did I mean Sir Charles Bromley?
Don't you know?
I wasn't asking that's who I meant. I was answering her question about which question she meant.
And did I
Did you what?
mean that question?
I'm sure I don't know.
Well, I assume she did.
And I probably did.
Did what?
Mean it.
Oh,
Well, I'm glad that's settled.
Now, where was I?
at Sir Charles Bromley.
Ah, yes.
And what did Sir Charles say?
Well, Sir Charles said that, I think you all better sit down.
What an odd thing for Sir Charles to say.
No, honey, I think that's what the inspector said.
I did say that.
Well, in any case, let's see.
Now, what's all this about, target pistol?
Oh, it was in the sideboard.
In a secret drawer.
And it had been fired.
Fired?
3 times!
I say, can we be overheard in here?
If you'd like.
Oh, I don't think he meant it like that.
Oh, an inspector wouldn't lie.
Thank you. Now, let me tell you the terms of Edgar Hollister's will.
Oh, but wait a second, Inspector. What would Edgar Hollister's will have to do with all this? The hidden pistol, the missing cat.
It is my understanding that Edgar Hollister intended to have it altered.
Mavis's cat.
Of course not, darling.
But he can't have meant the target pistol.
I believe Inspector Crandall was referring to your father's will.
Exactly. And your father told Sir Charles that he wished to draw up a new will with drastically altered terms.
But still, I have yet to see of what importance this will could be.
They could provide a motive.
A motive for what? For all we know, Edgar Hollister's alive and well.
Oh, yes, that's true enough, of course.
Still, as long as you've gone through all this trouble, you may as well tell us the terms, Inspector.
Oh, yes, please do.
Well, skipping over minor requests,